worried about money. He used to tell me, he said, don't worry about money. Try to do something wonderful for Krishna and money will come. And that really was the basis of his, that was his policy, that was his theme, the basis of his operation. I mean, after all, Prabhupada came to America with nothing. And he had some idea of preaching to intelligent class of men, but he actually by default wound up on the Bowery with the least intelligent class of men and the most degraded class of men, but they're the ones that carried the ball. They are the ones that carried the ball. Well, I hear so many devotees say now that, oh, I didn't get the chance to associate with Prabhupada. But the fact is that Prabhupada was accessible to everyone. But that access was conditional. That you had to be prepared to accept any direction, anytime, anywhere, without reservation. If that wasn't there, you couldn't really come too close to Prabhupada. You had to keep a distance. At least that's my experience. It's not that people were kept away. I know that in my case, I personally wanted. In fact, the first incident when I was in Montreal, at one Sunday feast, I made a collection after the feast. And I thought, oh, this is now I have something to write Prabhupada about. And I did, and I got a letter back. And from that time on, I decided I must always do something that warrants, right, writing or reporting, so that I will get a response. I needed that. In fact, in Germany, things were so bleak in that country. It's I mean, I'm born in Germany, but I still think it's an awful environment. And German people are extremely unfortunate and hard-hearted. But the thing that kept me going was that every 2 weeks I would receive a letter. It would take 1 week to reach Prabhupada, 1 week to reach me. So by the time 1 week went by, right, I was already, my battery was going down. And then it was into day 8, day 9, 10, and by 11 and 12, if I would be walking down to meet the mailman a few blocks to see if that letter was there. If it wasn't there, I just went back and went to sleep. I couldn't function. And when the letter came, then again there was... So Prabhupada's connection, right, his connection, and his sanction, and that was the whole thing. Material qualifications had nothing to do with it at all. I remember, I had the opportunity to speak at Harvard University. In fact, before that, when we opened Berkeley in 1969 with Narayan, we had the opportunity to give a class there, yoga class. We made some devotees. But at a later time, there was a program where I was actually giving a lecture at Harvard University to the faculty. And I was thinking to myself all the time, I said, this is Krishna consciousness. Here I am, a high school dropout. I'm giving a lecture to the faculty of Harvard University, and they have no idea. And so I actually, after I finished, I actually said that. I said, you see, this is the power of the pure devotee. That by his mercy, a person who has no qualification can actually be in that orbit where normally it's not possible. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.